Which 107 is the best? My friend Mick has been conversing with me about this topic down in Fort Lauderdale, and he just bought a 1980 450 SL. Also in the shop, we've been working on a 1980 450 SLC, and recently this topic of which 107 is the best one to buy has come to light. So this is a conversation I have very often with a lot of people, and so I finally feel like I've collected enough market data to gauge which car is the best. If you're looking for the 107 that's going to really hold value and is really going to appreciate well over time, the market leader seems to be the 1986 or 87 500 SL. And if you want something a little different, the 500 SLC or 450 SLC 5.0 is another car that I think holds a very promising future. Next, if you're looking for a 107 that's actually going to return good fuel economy, you don't have a lot of choices. The fuel economy leader, however, seems to be the 280 SL with the 5-speed manual, the 300 SL with the 5-speed manual, or if you want an automatic, the 81 to 85 380 SL. The 380 SL has a lower compression ratio than a lot of the other Mercedes on the European market at the time. Its compression ratio is only 8.0 to 1, and therefore it can run on regular unleaded fuel. However, it does like ethanol-free gas, so you might want to think about that. The 1972 350 SL, the 73 450 SL, those cars are considered pretty valuable. But if you're buying a 450 SL, you also want to look at which car is going to be the most reliable. I've found that the 77 450 SL is probably the best one because they relocated the catalytic converters away from the cylinder heads, and it has manual climate controls, so that's always nice. You don't have to deal with that climate control servo. The 78 to 80 450 SLs are very reliable, but if you care a lot about your climate control working, you're going to spend some money there getting the servo and all the vacuum system right. It doesn't mean that they are bad cars, it just means that the climate control is going to kick your ass a couple times before you get it working right. Now, we had a video about the 560 SL. Obviously, of all the US market versions, the 560 SL performs the best. It is very reliable from a day-to-day driving standpoint, and its collectability seems to be growing as well. So a 560 SL is definitely a safe bet. Its climate control system is also pretty good, so it's a comfortable car to use in all types of weather. But this wouldn't be an accurate video if I didn't talk about the worst 107s. So I'd say that hands down the cars to really avoid are 81 to 83 low mileage 380 SLs. And personally, I think of all the 107s out there that I really don't like, it would probably be the 81 380 SL because it still had the automatic climate control servo. And if you get one that has low mileage, not only is that system probably not going to work that well, but it's also going to likely still have its single row timing chain. All the way up to August of 83, these cars were supplied with single row chain, so if a really nice 81 to 83 380 SL catches your eye on Bring a Trailer or eBay or at a gooding auction, you need to have those valve covers pulled and look at the timing chain and make sure it has the double row chain and the respective sprockets fitted. The next 107 that I would say to avoid like the plague is probably a 75 450 SL. They have the magic combination of highly experimental thermal reactors in the sides of the cylinder heads and Bosch D-Jetronic fuel injection system. Bosch D-Jetronic already hated heat, It really hates it even more with those thermal reactors glued right to the sides of the cylinder head, just baking everything in sight. Keeping these cars running right was a real struggle, and it has not changed at all. The third and final 107 that I think that, I don't know why people really bothered with this, but the 107 that I would really, another 107 that I'd really avoid is probably an automatic transmission 75 to 85 280 SL. The cars just scream down the highway. They're not bad cars, they're not mechanically unreliable, but if you're going to get one, you need to change the rear axle ratio if you're going to use the car under any circumstances. And they're basically they're not really bad cars. It's just the rear axle ratio makes them virtually undrivable because their final drive is like a 392 or a 408 to 1, and it just screams in your ear. At 70 miles an hour, you're doing 3,900 RPM. Anyway, for more information on which 107 is right for you, go ahead and drop us a line. And we're going to do a video on the SLCs at some point in the future. So thanks for subscribing. Please like and share, and take good care of your Mercedes.